Hello, I'm Craig Mellon. This is Module 7 for AEP 855, the Human Resource Frame. So the Human Resource Frame, let me move my head out of the way here. The Human Resource Frame is a structure of looking at an organization, why it exists, and how it can serve people the best. So the organization sees a family, not a machine, not cogs working together, but as a family of individuals with different strengths, different needs, different opinions, all working together. So the idea is to align individual goals with organizational goals, and that way people are working obviously for the organization, but they see themselves as working for their own personal goals as well. Many people are involved in decision making, so a lot of team decisions being made. There's an open exchange of information being shared. The leader is seen as a servant to others, to their employees, to whoever it is. The leader is seen as a servant, as a worker to the people on his team or her team. So there's 4 key assumptions of the human resource frame. First of all, the organization exists to serve individual needs, not the other way around. So the people aren't there just to benefit the organization. The organization exists to benefit the people. The individuals and the organizations need each other. So the organization exists to benefit people in some way, and then the organization can't exist without those people who are a part of it. When the fit between the organization and the individual is poor, one or both can suffer. So that relationship between the organization and the person or the employee or whoever it is, if that suffers, if that's weak, then the individual can suffer, or the organization, or both can suffer. And lastly, a good fit between the individual and the organization benefits both. So if there can be a good fit, a good relationship between the organization and the individual, then there's going to be beneficial pluses that both the organization and the individual benefit from. And so next, I want to talk about my sort of personal hierarchy, what I would kind of see in a school, what my philosophy would be. And so as a social studies teacher, I kind of thought of this like a social hierarchy that we might see in any civilization. And so I made my school social hierarchy. So it's got that traditional pyramid shape, but I've flipped it on its head. And I'll kind of explain why I've done that in a sec. And then at the bottom and on the sides, we have some groups that are kind of supporting, balancing, and holding the pyramid up. So I put the principal towards the bottom. And I didn't do this because I don't think the principal is important or anything like that. I did that because the principal supports everybody else. The students are at the very top. The students, I think, are the focus, or the most important reason, why we're a part of the school, why the school exists. So to me, the students and their success should be placed first. And the principal supports everybody above him. So I see the teachers as supporting the students. Paraprofessionals support the teachers and support the students. The cooks, maintenance people, the office staff, custodians, that group I see as supporting everybody above them. They make sure the school keeps running, make sure the parents and the teachers can do their jobs, and obviously make sure that the students have a safe, comfortable place to come to do their learning. And then, like I said, the principal is kind of there to help everyone. And like the human resources frame says, they're the servant to those in their organization. Now, the other 3 groups are the community at the bottom, because I see that as like the foundation for the entire school, is your community. So the community is why the school exists, right? Because there's this community there. And then in the end, the school should be serving the community as well. The reason I think that we're trying to create good students isn't just for the students' personal gain, but in the long run, because if we're producing quality students and quality individuals, then they're going to, as adults or later in life, support and hopefully create a better community. And then the parents and the alumni who are a part of this community help the school stay balanced. Without parent support, there's lots of research saying that schools and students start to struggle. And the alumni support as well. When I think alumni can help the school, when alumni can come back and do something, I think, to benefit or to give back a little bit, it just helps keep a successful organization. So this is how I kind of see the social structure, the social hierarchy of a school. And I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, but this is sort of how I would organize that. All right, thank you.